Hi. Well, some interesting thing happened. Um, I was online looking for a cruise for me and my sister to go on together. And while I was looking, I found this repositioning cruise for it's a 15-day long cruise from Norfolk, Virginia to London. It's Dover, London. And it's got some stops in between. It's not like a straight shot right across the Atlantic. I was like, "Ooh, what's this?" So I put in some stuff on Carnival's site to see how much it would cost, and this is for two. It's still on for two because I was looking for me and my sister initially. And I see that I have like four. I'm been offered Carnival offers like 48 hours to kind of you know see if it's something you're interested in doing, to think about it or whatever. 48 hours to confirm your booking. So looking around, and I was like, on like day two or something of this 48-hour trial thing. I'm like, who am I kidding? My sister's not going to that. It's 15 days. It's a long time, thinking. So I'm like, let's see what it is just for me to go alone. So I put the guest number down to one. I looked at the price, closed it up, didn't think a thing about it. The next morning I wake up and I have an email from Carnival. Booking confirmed. Well, 460 days till your cruise. Yeah, that happened. So it's an interesting thing. If any of you guys have booked with Carnival online, if you know like what I did wrong, what I didn't do, or what I did right, I don't know. Please let me know down in the comments because I'm a little confused. It's my first time, with this booking myself. Um, And so I'm like, I called up my sister and I'm like, I hope you got your passport ready because we're going to England next year. And I was like, I'm looking right now to see if it says two people or one. So I go onto the site and I said, oh, it says guest count one. And she goes, the universe has spoken. You enjoy, sister. So I tried all day long yesterday to call yesterday, and it kept saying thank you for calling Carnival, our phone lines are down, we're having technical difficulties, go back in 30 minutes. So I mean, like, I'm calling back like every hour, every couple hours or whatever. I'm calling all day long, nothing, same message. So this morning I called, and it had me in, I don't even know what happened, but it booked me into an ocean view room, which I didn't even look. I think I may have looked for a minute at one, but so the girl said that I was booked into an ocean view room and for one person. I was like, I don't remember hitting that, but it's possible. So she slid me over into an inside cabin. Thankfully, they had a couple left. It's a repositioning cruise. Typically, they're, a good value. And this one in particular, I think, is a really good value because it goes from Virginia, then it stops in there's two separate stops in Canada. Then it goes over to Glasgow, Scotland, and then Dublin, and then Cork, and then Dover. And then you're just dumped off at Dover, right? So I've got friends up in Scotland, so I'm like, I hope your book is open next May because it looks like I'm coming. I'm booked. Get the room ready. America's coming to Scotland. So that is happening. And I think that my sister's right. The universe has spoken, right? So I think on some level, I've been pussyfooting around traveling, and it's saying, your time is now. You're going. So now I'm researching trains because the cruise takes me down to Dover, London, which is all the way down at the bottom. There's some cool stuff I want to see. Well, when you're looking at the map, like places are only like an inch away, right? So I'm like, yeah, I could just bounce over there, you know. And then you realize it's like 3 hours away. I'm like, what the hell is this? So, oh, excuse me. So, I don't want this to be a cursing channel, but it may slip out on occasion. So I'm I'm happy that the girl was able to find an inside room for me, and that lowered the bill by like $560 or so. So for 15, let's see, excuse me, 15-day cruise, it's about comes to about $160 a day. So I don't think that's too terribly bad when you're talking about, you know, all the foods included. I'm not a drinker, so I don't really plan on. I might buy a margarita or something, a daiquiri maybe. I don't know, but I'm not a big drinker per se, so I'm not going to be getting that drink package thing with ads on. But with everything all included, and that's including the tips and, you know, all the port fees and dock fees, taxes, all that stuff. Um, I think I and then it just went on the flex pay, so I just pay a little bit each month. And I'm not encouraging anyone to go out there and get in debt, but if you want to travel and you can afford a little bit a month, if you want to go to places that are pricey, um, sorry about that. I had a little tickle. I just took some allergy medicine. Um, so, you know, if you want to go to places that are kind of like on that higher end, you know, you could check out the prices on Cruise Plum to see like cabin prices per day, which is a really great day. I mean, a really great way to see how much it's going to cost you per day to go, and if it's something that you find affordable that matches your budget. Then they have the Flex Pay, which can help you. Excuse me, which can help you with, you know, financing, so you can pay a low payment every month. This trip that I just booked, it's next year for next May. It's a 15-day cruise, and so I have time, you know, to pay it on time for over time, and it's 0% interest. So why not? I mean, it's not costing me any more. And then if I'm not paid off by the end of the year, which I probably will be, but if something should happen and I'm not, I can I believe I'm hoping that if I'm not, then I can transfer it to one of my 0% interest credit cards, and then I'll still not be paying any interest on that balance transfer. I will only be paying whatever's owed, the principal. So, you know, we got to be smart about our money. So sorry. That's my Bose that's trying to connect all the time with this thing. It's got a mind of its own. It'll be off. It'll be in the off position, and it'll still every once in a while be like searching for a device, you know, whatever. So, and I apologize for that because I know it's in all of my videos. You can hear it in the background on occasion, and it's irritating. Anyway, so that's what's happening. Alaska is going to be in August. Um, so that's booked, paid for, whatever. Pretty exciting. I'm hoping that with these trips and that it can really inspire some great art for me. And I will be sharing along the way, and I hope it inspires you as well. For you know, my channel is about art being inspired by what we see and our life experiences, and part of that is travel. And you know, we're meant to migrate. I don't know if you're aware of this. So we should be traveling and seeing what everything there is to say. You know, I say people say life's too short. You know, do it. You know, YOLO and all these things. And I was talking to my brother, and he says, no, life is too long. If you think about that just for a minute, life is too long. It's too long not to do the things that you want to do, and not to do go and see everything there is to see. And um live live your life, live it on your terms. And if you have to take that trip alone, because no ever you keep on hearing no, the hated word, the dreaded word no, um go by yourself. Be fearless. Enjoy life and just live. And maybe the universe will gift you it'll speak to you like it has to me recently with you're booked. Booking is complete. Woohoo! Confirmed, whatever. So I'm just I had to share this funny story with y'all, and I hope you have a chuckle and be like, oh my God. But in the big picture, it is somewhere that I wanted to go, and to me it's worth the price. And if it didn't pop up, I mean, because I had been looking for so long for a transatlantic cruise that isn't just like straight, like New York, London, maybe one little pop in the Bahamas or the Azores or something. But, you know, I don't want to go straight across. I want to kind of stay along the coastline a little bit. So this sounds like it works for me. And I feel truly blessed that, maybe my guardian angel was kind of looking over me and saying, hey, you want to do this? Okay, this is it. This is your opportunity right now. This repositioning cruise is right up your alley. And then on the way home, bonus. So I was looking at the flights, which we're really far out from between now and May because it's February, right? So now and next May, it's too far out for booking like any kind of flight home or anything, right? So I'm just kind of getting an idea of what's the best way to go home. Do I find another cruise? And then try to do, get it to come back home, or do I take a flight home? There's a flight from, I believe, Edinburgh, and it has a stop in Iceland for 4.5 hour layover in Iceland. And it's reasonably priced. It's like $400 or something. So while usually if I'm picking a flight, it's nonstop. I do not want the plane to stop. I don't want to have to go through all the crap of, excuse me, the stuff of, the luggage and dragging it and doing whatever, which I'm pretty light traveler, but you just never know. And then having the plane and board, reboard, go through all the ticket process and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I might do it for Iceland though. Throw Greenland in there too, and I'll pop over there. Give me a three stop on the way home or 2 stop on the way home. That'll be okay. So I think, with things like this, when life throws us these little, I don't want to say a hiccup, but throws us something, right? A little bump in the road, a little whatever. We can look at it like, oh my God, this is, like it's devastating and, whatever. But if you take it in stride, like just like whatever, yeah, let's do this, you'll feel much better. I'm not telling y'all to go into debt or anything, but I'm just saying, there's no reason to be upset about it or anything. Maybe this happened for a reason that we don't know. And, I'm not going to be, I'm as young as I'm ever going to be right now at this point, right? We're getting older, and it's never going to be cheaper than it is right now, right? So we might as well do it while we can. And, who knows what our future holds. So take it when it's offered. That's what I'm thinking. If this thing was booked, confirmed the booking on its own, it didn't just drop off. I thought, that 48-hour window thing, I thought it was going to be like, okay, call your people, see if your guest is right up to going, and then at the end of 48 hours, we'll cancel it because I didn't have anybody's name in for my second person, right? For my second traveler. So I thought at the end of 48 hours that the thing would just drop off. Well, that's not what happened with this Carnival 48-hour, you know, trial, whatever booking. um, and if y'all know anything, please let me know in the comments. Maybe what I did wrong, I mean, little more information. The people that I spoke to, everybody with Carnival, of course, they're great, they're wonderful, they're going to help, and they put me in a great big cabin, and I'm just like, I can't afford a big giant, like it was pretty pricey. So I was like, you have an inside? I was looking at inside cabins. I don't know how it even got to this window cabin thing. It's an ocean view, and it was in the back of the ship. And I heard that the back of the ship is kind of noisy because it's closer to the engines and whatever, the propellers, whatever. And it was kind of low on deck 2. Um, and it was sandwiched between, I think above there were more cabins, but below on deck 1, I think it was, there was like a dining area or something. She's like, well, it's all the way in the corner, it might not be too loud. And I'm just like, the room looks great and it's for 15 days. Is it worth the extra $570 or $60, whatever it was to me? No. Put me in the inside, in the middle of the ship. Stable. I don't know. So now I'm up on deck 7 and in the inside room, a little bit smaller, but it's just me, so I don't need a whole lot of room. My main concern was the showering situation. Like, I don't know how big those showers are. I'd like to be able to clean my feet. So I said, there's showers in your gym. I'll use your gym and shower because they're probably a little bit bigger. So if you've got mobility issues and you want to go on a cruise and you're concerned about maybe they didn't have any more handicap accessible rooms, whatever, keep in mind you can shower at the gym. If there's a shower in the gyms are typically offered free. You can shower there. So, and everybody who's watching for craft stuff is like, what the hell does this have to do with crafting? Well, it's all about life experience, right? And we draw our passions and stuff from our life experiences, so we can, you know, create from our experiences, right? Um, so I wonder what that guy who painted the screen. I mean, he must have some terrible life experience for that. But whatever. I don't know who it was. Um, so yeah, that's all. So yeah, please comment below. Let me know what you think. And thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Um, please give me a thumbs up. I'm trying to get my channel to grow, and if you could get the word out, maybe it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. And I am truly grateful for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. You have a beautiful day. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you on the next one.